welcome back to Hunter x Hunter, where we're dealing with a hefty vote for the new chairman. Of course, that's mainly to distract us from the tragedy that is gone. Confined to a hospital bed with the best doctors, presumably trying to their best to look after him. Killua going missing, and Hisoka out there just judging everyone to see if they're worthy of his time. Apart from trying to heal Gon, I'm not sure what the driving force of this section will be. Might be fun though. So let's get into the final 10-15 episodes of Hunter x Hunter. While I'm sure you don't need the advice, make sure to check down in the description if you are still watching on YouTube. Full uncut versions down there for you to enjoy, but if you do go over there, consider at least playing the YouTube version in the background so that, we can trick them into thinking the channel's worth something. But let's begin. Keeping the old man's wish going and yet make it kind of convoluted yet interesting as possible. There's nothing else other than the thrill of the hunt itself. I mean, he is a true hunter through and through, isn't he? And considering we now have the various Zodiacs all vying for the future of the organization, are we actually going to see them in action for anything in particular? Getting the likes of Hisoka and Irumi popping up once again and, well, being their usual selves. Are they going to get involved in this in any true fashion, or still just going along doing their own shit? I did like that it was pointed out, there was the Chimera stuff going on. Why didn't you even think about looking into it? Okay. And how many times is the vote going to need to be carried out if there's no actual majority? However, the second vote, and it will just keep going until people start to lose interest, or they start working together to stop voting for themselves and weed out bullshit. How are they going to get those that are abstaining or not voting in all of this? I like the various snacks that the members have at Panda. Some have a box of chocolates, some has just a drink. Or just a nice sushi bento thing for the dragon. But if they vote for another candidate, since he was in the lead, abstaining and doing that a lot is actually working out in their benefit. I guess there are various ways to stop people fighting in these meetings. Sitting on the table is one of them. They should be able to get through this fairly easily. It's just a D. Will they start losing their ranks if they can't actually come up with a plan by the end of it? Let's come back. That they just start adding in extra rule sets and bits and pieces to try and get the vote going along more smoothly. How will it actually turn out? So, hang on, this isn't how we started off. I mean, coercion under duress is a bad thing. Can they abstain from this vote? Huh. Of course. Until she brought it up. Maybe a screw up, but there's still a hunter. Or those that sold them as well. Trying his hardest to weasel out ways to actually win this vote, but also seeing the various paths to victory being blocked by their statements. That's a bit of unease. If are manipulating the votes for themselves, yeah. How many of the Zodiacs will be left standing by the end of it? I mean, he is truly a rat. Because, and I'm just speculating here, it's funny. Seeing a personality like that who would do anything to win out and do what? Who could have foresaw that coming? And will Beans actually allow anyone to see who votes for who? He was the one that was inside the doors, wasn't he? He was looking after the guard dog or something. Yeah, not all the way. Could you relay a message? Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be able to have much of a conversation with Gon, to be fair. Ah, he's heard. It's not it's not a secret, really. Instantly realizing why he's in distress, pushing himself to go through the doors and go home, seek some sort of help. At all. Father-son time. No one can control. So this is what was brought up at the end with Irumi saying there's another member of the family. Not a don't consider a member of the family. Things not human. Kira going to go to them for help. What exactly is this? What, physically or just because you're scared of it? Is that okay? No, it seems like it fits right in with the family, to be fair. But for I can't remember the beast's name, but to get up, sense something's wrong with Kira laying out a little bit of an end there. Well, considering what Kira has been through before, never betray your friends, and using that blood oath from there, he's just doing as the father ordered him. Yeah, but the thing's not human. It's like a machine. Don't consider it a family. Can't be controlled. What? And the fact it needs this kind of security. Good thing we now know the code. Damn, there's a second door. This is a long hallway with so many armored doors and key combinations in it. What are they capable of then? No new demands have been made. For the newest computer. What? Well, True, there's the. But what is this about Maida? So this is why Annika could help God, and there's something about wishes. The fact that the brother asked for a new PC. He, he's trying to act as a good father, considering the circumstances, but the rules for interacting with his sister. Oh, nice border we have for. Okay. No, thank you. Just how high can you make it fly and then run far, far away? I'm guessing this is when it first manifests. Not when it first manifested, just Killua knew about it there. Fixed. Great. So a secret between the siblings there. Some 3 times. Oh, I see. 3 demands, if they are fulfilled, a wish can be granted. Okay. That was actually clever of Killua. So the wish is, how do I actually deal with this? Hmm. Yep. Makes sense. And when it's in the black state, any wish can be fulfilled. But what happens when now being told to deny everything? We can't have you going into your wish state. I mean, that makes a fair bit of sense. I mean, don't want to have. Come have the staff just asking for wishes out of nowhere. Wait, hang on. Why are we in the inside of the house now? Sudden extreme pressure and flattening. So fulfill demands, get a wish. Don't fulfill demands and splat. Killua, you knew this! Say yes, live, but go into the weird doll face state. Say no, die. And that's why they were trying to avoid having staff members around when they're in that state. Is this a monkey's paw? Where's the money coming from? Just out the back of a blimp. Just I mean, wish fulfilled. When it was recovered, the money was missing. So it's not just changing of kind of fates to make things happen. No, it's that blimp got physically transported just ahead, drop all of its cash, and then fucked off again. And then pick the next one. Oh. Well, spare them, fine. I mean, piggyback ride or... Oh, what do you want with a liver? That's one. Okay, about the liver. Let's go back to this one, right? Maybe there's a way you can... Anything not bodily parts? How about trying to get around this a different way? Like, would you be content with drawing a spine? It's like, here you go. This is a representation of it. Hmm. But fail to fulfill 4. I mean, it is a very, very powerful ability. Oh, is there a blowback there? The bigger the next demands will be. So is that what was going on there? By the next person. Oh. Hi, can I have this wish? And then just fucking throw in some nobody. That is something that I'm glad they're not taking advantage of. Inumi kind of did, but... Oh. That would be why the butler went... Pfft. Makes sense. 67 for a million. 67. So, what would be the payment required for a wish like healing gone? Might be a little odd greeting your family members if you know that they have that kind of power. Kind of like the ghostwriting girl. It can be used for business opportunities, shall we say. The fact that you can have a wish, have it paid off by someone else. The demand of, give me your liver. So, well, I suppose. The others might be a little more... Can we think of something else, please? Is there a time limit as well? Like, if the kids are, oh, can I have your liver? So, does it have to be presented immediately? Or, okay, give me 18 hours and I'll have it removed and placed in front of you. But if we've had a wish fulfillment kind of ability like this at our disposal the entire time, and Killua kind of knew about her and... What? I like the little bit of reflection. He's like, how could he leave his sister like this, considering how they're keeping her? Does she have much of a social life? Considering if demands need to be met, what would it be for a computer? Was the liver spine thing for the computer payment? No, because that was might have been. No. Was that why they were still discussing the millionaire one? But 67? And that's the one they know of. What happens if, say, a significantly large wish was fulfilled, but then this girl was to, would then the payment of all the lives need to be fulfilled, or is it just void? Is the universe like, yeah, fair enough? And are they aware of the demands and whatnot? Can they control it to some degree? So okay, I need to ask for something big here, but let's try and make it in a way where it's not just straight up deadly. But some of the things that we've seen in Hunter x Hunter have been fairly grisly, gruesome, bit visceral, but the whole... That was a bit much, wasn't it? The fact it was kind of held out for a while where you could see it and go, oh, Jesus. And if it's a small wish where the punishment goes to you and your lover, what happens if you've got someone a little psychotic who believes that they're in a relationship or in love with someone? Does it still count? Like, what are the rules and regulations of this ability? It might potentially be a decent way to carry off assassinations, if it works like that. Sure, you've got to find someone of certain persuasions first, but you get a wish and an assassination. Cool. Maybe I'm just thinking about this too laterally. But knowing all of this and the fact that Killer is like, yeah, we know what is required. Ah, that was it. The next person has to fulfill it, and then if they do, they get the wish. So, since the wish was the computer, that shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully. So Killua is going to have to pay off that debt, but whatever is going to be asked of him. But didn't they also say that the kid never actually asked family members for demands? It's always been the workers and servants. Was that what was said? Am I misremembering? Maybe because the entire scene has been coated in a thin layer of pavement pizza and cerebral fluid. I'm not quite exactly being able to remember it clearly. But also, I don't believe they did quite enough testing. What would happen if, say, the first girl denied the request of picking her up and then left, then someone else came in? Does the counter reset? Or is it still one failed request? And if someone was to be brought in for the final request which was denied, do they each pay a portion of the price? Or is it all heaped on the final person? I would like to know, please. I'm with the science team. Of course, they're not monsters, are they? They're just assassins. They're not in it for experimentations of that degree. Wow, words. But the fact they are treating the girl as a monster? Something that is not to be considered human or part of the family, just kept as an oddity. I mean, sure, what better way to get out of a bit of writing where you've kind of put yourself in a corner like this to severely damage one of your main characters than wish granting. Severely screwed up, monkey paw, demon contract wish granting. This is going to be a hell of a next few episodes, isn't it? Killua may be confident in his abilities to try and help Gon, but exactly how far is he willing to go? Hopefully you'll be there to find out. Luckily there's another episode, so we don't have to wait too long. If you've enjoyed this one, let me know. If you leave a like and a comment down below, it helps out the channel. If you want to not miss out, consider subscribing. Most importantly, get yourselves a bit of rest. Can I have a piggyback ride? My patrons really do make my wishes come true, with only minimal retaliatory action. So, I need to thank Noku, Raywin, Sal, Trayvon, Shiwan, Akane, Guado, Tori Jane, Kite, Light Wizard 91, Mega 42, Diego Zenhausen, SZ 9870, Croyville, Maxwell, and everyone else. Because if it wasn't for them, I'd have to do this all by my own power. And we know how that would turn out.